All right, class, we are going to review our kinds of sentences today. I know we talked about it a little bit at the beginning of the year. We want to remember these because we're going to start using these every day. Like I'll tell you, write an imperative sentence or write an exclamatory sentence. So we need to know what they are. So we'll review them again, and then we'll just keep practicing these every day. All right, our first kind of sentence, let's read it. So I've got it all marked out. We'll just read what's up here. We'll go through the syllables, and then they're all two-way words, so we'll go over that. All right, so let's do our syllables in the first one. Good, our syllables would be declarative, but we see we've got some thinking caps, so we say declarative. All right, a declarative sentence makes a statement. Class, what does a declarative sentence do? Good, makes a statement. All right, so I'm going to write that right up here. I want you to work on remembering a declarative sentence makes a statement. All right, our declarative sentence makes a statement. Now, part of the reason why we want to know our 4 different kinds of sentences is because they need different end marks. Remember, if I'm trying to make a statement, I can't put a question mark on it, or that's going to change it around. So what kind of end mark do we use with a declarative sentence? All right, if you said a period, you are correct. We use a period with a declarative sentence, and I'm going to put our period in a slightly different color. Hopefully that'll help us help that information pop out. We'll keep this chart up in the classroom for a couple weeks, but then we'll take it down because I know you'll have it all memorized. All right, so a declarative sentence makes a statement and it ends with a period. All right, so I'm going to say a declarative sentence for you. We live in New Mexico. All right, I'm making a statement. I'll do another one. I work at Hojo Academy. Making a statement. I teach 2nd grade. Making a statement. All right, I want you to come up with a declarative sentence. You can pause the video, think about it. Come up with a declarative sentence and tell me what it is. All right, nice job with those declarative sentences, class. All right, our next kind of sentence, let's read our syllables. Good, our syllables, interrogative. Oh, but this has got a thinking cap. Interrogative is how we say that, interrogative. Let's see, what does an interrogative sentence do? If I'm interrogating you, what am I doing? I'm asking a question. Well, if you're interrogating, you might be asking a lot of questions, but an interrogative sentence asks a question. Class, what does an interrogative sentence do? Very good, it asks a question. All right, an interrogative sentence asks a question. So what kind of end mark would we use at the end of a question? I was trying to give you a hint. We use a question mark at the end of a question. I'm going to go over quickly how to write a question mark if you're not sure. So we would start at 10 on the clock, go around over to 2 down. Before we get to the bottom, we pick up our pencil and then we do a tiny dot right on the baseline. All right, class, what does an interrogative sentence do? Good, it asks a question. I'm going to say a few interrogative sentences for you. What time is it? Is it cold outside? Why did you hit me? Those are all interrogative sentences. Anything that's asking about information from someone else. So you're asking someone to tell you something is what kind of sentence? Good, an interrogative sentence. All right. And what kind of end mark do we use at the end of an interrogative sentence? Excellent, a question mark. All right. The next kind of sentence is imperative. We haven't talked about this one as much. Does anyone remember what oh wait, I forgot. Before we move on, I want you to think of an interrogative sentence. What's your interrogative sentence? All right, nice job. Our next kind of sentence is an imperative sentence. Remember I said if something's imperative, it's necessary. All right, so an imperative sentence gives a command. Class, what does an imperative sentence do? Good, it gives a command. That means you're telling someone to do something in an imperative sentence. All right, so an imperative sentence gives a command. All right, who remembers what kind of end mark we use for an imperative sentence? All right, if you said period, you are correct. We use a period at the end of an imperative sentence. All right, I'll say a few different imperative sentences for you. All right, pick up your pencil. Oh, I say this one a lot. Write your name on your paper. Let's see. Give me that toy. Right, do the dishes. All right, those are all imperative sentences. It's whoever's speaking is telling whoever they're speaking to do something, which is giving a command. All right, and we use what kind of end mark at the end of an imperative sentence? Good, a period. All right, our last kind of sentence is exclamatory. This one I think is the most fun. So an exclamatory sentence, does anyone remember what that does? In an exclamatory sentence, we are showing strong emotion. So an exclamatory sentence shows strong emotion. All right, so any kind of sentence that is showing strong emotion, whether it's happy or sad or scared or excited, is going to be what kind of sentence? Good. Oh, I forgot to have us read it. Let's read our syllables. Good. Exclamatory is how it's spelled, but we say exclamatory to spell it. I think I forgot with imperative. Let's do that one too. Good. We would say imperative to spell it, but we say imperative when we're speaking. All right. An exclamatory sentence shows strong emotion. What kind of end mark do we use that shows strong emotion? It sounds similar to exclamatory. It sounds like the first part of exclamatory. All right, if you said an exclamation point, you are correct. It helps if we remember exclamatory, exclamation. They come from the same word, the same root. So if we remember that, it'll help us remember we use an exclamation point at the end of an exclamatory sentence. All right. Now, if I'm saying an exclamatory sentence, you're probably going to be able to tell from my tone of voice. And so if I'm saying something and I'm really excited and I'm asking you to write it, like I give you a sentence to write, and I sound so excited, that's probably going to use what kind of punctuation mark at the end? Good, an exclamation point. I just lost my train of thought there for a second. Rats. All right, so an exclamatory sentence shows strong emotion. Oh, what I was going to say is when you're writing a sentence, you can decide if you want to show strong emotion or not. Because remember, our exclamatory sentence, if we gave it a different punctuation mark, it could be a declarative sentence or an imperative sentence. For example, I could say, I love bunnies. What kind of sentence did that sound like to you? To me, it sounded like a declarative sentence. I was making a statement. But I don't know if any of you know how much I really like bunnies. So if I were going to say that sentence, I would probably say it more like, I love bunnies. And then what kind of sentence would that be? It would be an exclamatory sentence because I'm showing strong emotion. I feel strong emotion about bunnies, let me tell you. All right, so you can decide if when you're writing a sentence, if it's going to be declarative or exclamatory. The other day we were writing the sentence, I like books, but I think I said, I like books. And so everyone knew and they put an exclamation point at the end because I said it like it was an exclamatory sentence. All right, one more time, let's review our 4 kinds of sentences, class. What does a declarative sentence do? Excellent, it makes a statement. How about an interrogative sentence? Good, it asks a question. How about an imperative sentence? Good, it gives a command and an exclamatory sentence. Excellent, it shows strong emotion. All right, I'll see you in the next video.